noisy pixel.
It's easy for me to say that sniping is the best class. It's slow and time consuming, but there's nothing more satisfying than taking out a target. After my time with Rebellion Sniper Elite 3, my mind hasn't changed, but I commend them for getting this high adrenaline action onto the Switch. Unfortunately, everything else surrounding that game's core element is rough around the edges. Sniper Elite 3 follows Carl Fairburn, an agent with the Office of Strategic Services assigned to assassinate a man in hiding named General Franz Vahlen and uncover his secret plans. While out in the deserts of Libya, Fairburn instead discovers Vahlen's documents called Project Suhin, meaning Project Plague. Carl Fairburn must use his deadly sniper skills to take out his assigned targets and track down General Vahlen before he can set his plans into motion. However, the story here isn't too memorable, and I never actually felt attached to the characters. There's just no real urgency found during the cutscenes, and when the gameplay starts, the objectives are as simple as taking out the targets or infiltrating a base. Furthermore, I felt as though I wasn't missing anything from skipping some of the cutscenes. The story seemed to hit the same beats throughout the campaign, offering similar mission types. At least Sniper Elite 3's hallmark game mechanic makes sniping feel excellent. The indicators for long distance shots are simple and easy to understand. As a side note, I decided to take the hardest difficulty for a spin. The added challenge of wind effects, no indicators, or awareness meters created an overall satisfying game experience. Firing killing shots activates slow motion sequences that show an X-ray of the enemy's body being impaled from a high caliber sniper fire. The visuals and sound effects from such imagery are visceral and satisfying as players can watch in anticipation, waiting to see how damaging these shots can be. Additionally, the results of the kill shots are not diminished at all on the Switch port, with exceptions of a few bugs that do not apply the X-ray effect. Sadly, using different weapon types always felt inaccurate when firing, and always seemed to get me spotted. Ironically, when you are spotted, you get the option to cause as much havoc as possible. Thanks to the game's last spotted feature, the enemies will search where you were last seen until they give up and go about their day, even if you just killed 20 of their friends. The game uses sound as a way to mask bullets and your position. However, for some reason, the enemy voices can be heard as if they're in your general area, even though there are 2 buildings away. This is constantly confusing and I never understood why it was happening. Nevertheless, the visuals for Sniper Elite 3 on the Switch is enjoyable. After playing the PS4 version not too long ago, the general look has been maintained as well as the viewing distance, making the overall disadvantages for the Switch just technical. It's easy to see the downscales of details like foliage, textures, and character models. The Nintendo Switch's smaller display can be a minor issue for some when it comes to spotting faraway enemies. Sniper Elite 3 is a good entry for new players that messed out on previous titles. Just know that its flaws can hurt the experience for those going in with higher expectations. The game runs well on the Switch, and the visual downgrades make the statement consistent. Rebellion has an excellent series on its hands. The concept of sneaking around as a sniper expert while stalking the enemy translates over to the Switch well. However, everything else surrounding that is enough to know that the developer may already have a better experience in its sequel. Then maybe the series can hit its mark. Noisy Pixel is giving Sniper Elite 3 for the Nintendo Switch a 6.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers who worked hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all of our recent content.